Dead Space 3, Chapter 1, Impossible Difficulty, gameplay by me, Dan, from WikiGameGuides.com.
And Assholery by me, John.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the most rude awakening you've ever had?
I don't think I can answer that.
Oh, what about the fire alarm?
I don't think we need to get off track yet. I mean, this is the
that's my job.
first
I should
video.
write these down, these off-track ideas. Okay.
Yeah. So, you got your stasis, you got your kinesis now, and
I think you can actually switch to your plasma cutter here.
which I have.
You did?
in my hand.
I played through this like 3 times and I didn't do that. I hate that machine gun.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Don't use the machine gun.
Oh, what are your plans for upgrades for the rig and your gun and that kind of stuff for the rest of the game?
I haven't recorded the rest of the game, so I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, you should write that down, and then after finishing it, we make a video that's going to go at like the start of the playlist to kind of explain what your strategies are for someone that doesn't want to have to watch the entire thing. They just want to
See what I'm
overview.
upgrading?
Yeah.
Okay. So right here, just run towards this car. You don't have to fight anyone.
And he'll explode.
Just save yourself some ammo and stuff. Because you could sit there and shoot guys if you wanted to.
So this is a single-player walkthrough. I think it's worth mentioning.
Yes, and it.
And this is not the drink along, even though I'm drinking
And I'm drinking.
and you're drinking.
We're gonna be doing drink along on the PC version. And
I think solo as well.
yeah,
Maybe we'll throw in some co-op, but it won't be with you. But we'll talk about that.
yeah.
Just in 20 minutes when we start to record the drink along.
So you're actually fighting humans for a change, which sucks in my opinion.
Humans?
Just go for headshots. It's the only enemy in the game you want to
Really?
go for headshots
Okay,
on.
that's good to know. Because instinctually, I've been aiming for their legs
Yeah.
and extremities. Okay.
Headshots pretty much one hit kill.
Excellent. Even on impossible.
I like how they have the rigs, and you can see their health go down on their backs.
Guess what email I just got?
We won a lottery.
Kind of. My product is ready to download from the Origin store.
Oh, boy.
The PC version of Dead Space 3, which I'm excited for.
So that's a suicide guy. Just hit him once.
He's a unitologist.
So yeah, this. I'm loving this game. I don't know if I like it as much as 2.
Oh, can we dedicate this whole walkthrough to Eric?
Was that Dead Space 2 or
That
1?
was 1.
Oh
That was
my
one of our
God.
first guides. No, not one of our first guides. Not even close. But I think that's one of the moments that's lived on. Especially because I like to keep making fun of him because it was a pretty ridiculous situation. We'll bring that up later.
Yeah. So there's a bench.
Eric, this guide goes out to you.
You can't use it yet. I imagine if you did a New Game Plus, you can use it. I bet that's why it's there.
I think so too. There's a couple of them that you walk past.
Yeah. So my ammo and health are like maxed out right now.
You mean your inventory?
Yeah.
Is your inventory smaller because you're on a harder difficulty?
I think it's because I haven't put the suit on yet.
Wow, I don't
No,
remember
I'm
filling it out that quickly.
I'm still wearing clothes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, that makes sense. So, what do you think about the new upgrade system and
Okay,
the
so
new
there's no-
rig system? Talk about the weapon.
The big
bench
change is the
and
weapons. So in the last 2, there was just a set number of weapons that you could get.
Yes.
There's, the shotgun, the plasma cutter, the line cutter, the shotgun, the shotgun.
Named weapons with very specific primary and secondary abilities, right?
Yeah, and they had separate ammo, I think, right?
Yeah, every gun had its own independent ammo, and the ammo that dropped was dependent on what guns you had out. So that was an interesting system. And in addition to that, the first 2 games, you spent nodes that you found hidden throughout the game to upgrade those, and use the same node to upgrade every gun, or like this currency of nodes was used to upgrade guns and your rig. There's no nodes anymore. You only find a couple different types of currency. It reminded me a lot of Mass Effect 2, really, which they ended up taking out of Mass Effect 2 for the most part. Do you remember the mining in Mass Effect 2?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because there's like a bunch of different kinds of metals.
Right, there's 3 different kinds of metals that you spent on purchasing and upgrading different things. And
Same thing here. So like, there's this stuff.
so tungsten is the most probably the most rare of the 4 things that you can get, I think. And you don't get that for a while, and especially until you start getting scavenger bots, which come, I think, chapter 3 or so.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I think it kind of complicates the whole system.
I like the gun system a lot better
Really?
with one kind of ammo.
Oh, with the ammo consistency.
Yeah, one kind of ammo is really nice.
Yes.
Except it's kind of crazy because if you have a powerful gun, it's going to chew through your ammo fast. So like,
yeah, I think that's
one
what we're talking
rocket
about.
is going to be like 10 plasma cutter shots.
Right, so if you look in your inventory, all your rounds of ammunition, whatever they're called, they're in stacks of 20. But one plasma cutter shot doesn't necessarily use one of the items in your inventory.
Right.
And one rocket uses significantly more than one shot from the inventory. So, and I don't know how that scales with difficulty. I'd be interested to maybe research that a little bit, though, after I played a little bit more. But anyway, I do like that. It makes it simpler, and not in a bad way. It just makes it easier to manage, because inventory management sucks. That's not fun. And there's only, I think, 3 different... no, there's more than 3 different kinds of items you can have in your inventory. And there probably will be moments where you have to choose what you want in your inventory.
Yeah, but I did not like the whole, there's 5 different kinds of mining.
You have the saw ripper blades, which you don't use very often, and then you have the flamethrower tanks, and then the plasma cutter.
No, I mean
rounds.
like in this one, the guns.
Oh, the upgrade system?
Yeah. How you have to, you have to have metal ore and tungsten and something else to upgrade.
Yeah.
You can't like keep track of it, and you're not really looking for it. It just, you're like, whatever.
Well, what ends up happening is you'll be really close to getting an upgrade for something, and then you'll go to, because you can sell some of the items in your inventory, you end up going to your thing, and you have to like scroll through every single thing to figure out what item you need to sell to get 20 more plasma or whatever the items.
Yeah, I already forgot all the names because you don't even need to know.
They're inconsequential. They're not important. Tungsten's the only one that really matters.
Right.
And that one's pretty rare to find on the ground. Extremely rare to find on the ground. And the other ones you just get from just randomly. Metagel, crap like that.
Yeah.
But you can spend that on buying ammo and health packs if you need it, and on upgrades. So, it's a weird system. I don't particularly like it. And then the upgrade bench, I think it has potential, but for a first playthrough, I don't think it's very good. I think that because everything costs so much to upgrade, it doesn't give you the flexibility to experiment and have fun with this, what seems like a pretty deep weapon system.
See, yeah, what I do like a lot about the weapon system. So basically, you have a bunch of parts to build weapons.
Yeah.
Once you build a weapon and you don't like it, you can just take it apart. You don't like lose.
You can scrap it.
Yeah, you don't lose that inventory.
Yeah.
So it does offer a lot of flexibility in like testing different weapons. Like, okay, the shotgun, not that great, not my favorite. Let's do something else. And I also like the augment.
Or let's put a rocket for the secondary of the
Or like,
shotgun.
adding electric charge to your plasma cutter so you get a little bit more damage.
Yeah, or like passive stasis coating to every plasma cutter shot.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
That's really cool. That's a great upgrade to find. Or the electricity upgrade, because that kind of stuns them a little bit too and does a little bit extra damage. But I still, and I don't know if this is only because of that achievement in the first Dead Space for completing the entire game only using the plasma cutter, but I want to keep doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's because of that. But
Oh, it definitely is. But
I love that achievement. That was such a cool achievement at the time, and I made the guy doing that. And
one of the new game pluses is old school weapon system. So you don't get to customize your weapons. Right. You only get to use the weapons that were in Dead Space 2.
Okay. What about nodes?
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
I just read the
experimented a lot.
I just read the brief description. I didn't read like. I didn't play it yet.
Right. You've unlocked it. You haven't tried it out yet. Yeah. So.
Yeah. This is one of the harder parts of the level.
I'm looking forward to screwing around with all the different difficulties and testing them out and playing through hardcore. I'm really looking forward to playing through hardcore. Even though this game I feel is significantly longer than Dead Space 2.
Yeah, it's long.
Did it get repetitive at all? Because Dead Space 1 had some really repetitive parts, but I feel like
there's some missions where you're I don't know. It seems like you're doing the same thing. Like you have to collect 4 different of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, I liked the whole game though.
Okay, good. Is there a moment equivalent to the badass scene in Dead Space 2 where you get the needle in the eye?
No.
No? Okay, that's hard to top. What about my other favorite moment from Dead Space 2 when you're back on the Ishimura and it's this thing that you recognize from the first game and there are 0 enemies for about 15 minutes and you're just on the edge of your seat the entire time because there's no enemies. That freaked me.
And you go to that room where it like decontaminates you, and enemies jumped in the last game.
Right, and the alarms are going up. They're like, brr, 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 brr,
you're just waiting for it to jump, and they never come.
That was one of the most. That was a brilliant moment in gaming.
Yeah, I would say
there was nothing on par with that.
I really like this game a lot, and I think it's because the Dead Space games are so solid.
Just fundamentally.
But there weren't nearly as many memorable parts as 2.
Okay, well, that's too bad.
At least in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't like... There was just parts in 2 where I was like, holy shit. Like that part where you're in the kids...
Oh, the nursery.
The kids' nursery. That stuck out a lot to me.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
There was nothing like that in this one. I didn't think. I mean, the snow... Okay, the fact that you're on the snow world, that's memorable.
Yeah.
But that's half the game.
Okay. What about the story?
Story starts... It's followable, which is good, but it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
That's video games, you know?
Okay. So there's no, I want to say would you rather twist, but that's not what would you kindly awesome twist or anything like that, or like crazy moment, like at the end of Braid.
No.
It's just like, oh my god, what have I been doing? Okay.
It's solid, though.
Okay.
It's not bad and it's not amazing.
Okay.
And it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. You know, because they start to get into, like, the markers and all that craziness. The good old markers.
Oh, the markers. They're weird. I do kind of...
Ellie's hot, though. Your love interest is...
She's got a big old rack.
Smoking hot. Nice accent.
I would love one of those marker statues that comes with the collector's edition for this game. For our mantle.
Do you know if it was a black marker or a red marker?
I think it was red.
Okay.
You know, it has those kind of red pinstripes through it. Yeah, it's kind of a badass little statue.
A little too expensive.
$150. That's insane, but still pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd rather buy 2 copies of the game so we can play co-op than 1 copy with the statue.
Yep. Me too. Yeah, so you're playing this on the Xbox 360, and I'm going to be making most of my videos on the PC.
Yeah.
I like doing it this way. I mean, despite the fact that we can't play co-op together, I like having the kind of different perspectives on the same game. And slightly different perspectives.
And you've got a beast computer.
I have a beastly computer, which I'm looking forward to. Playable right meow. And I'm going to be doing a 360 versus PC graphics comparison video. That should be up on well, whatever day you watch this, because I'm going to post that tomorrow. Cool. What about scares and monster closets and all those classic things?
I feel like there was a lot more dudes coming up from behind in this one.
Okay. Oh, now, what about enemies with guns? Were there too many?
No.
Okay, good. Because I feel like half the bad guys in the demo had
humans,
guns.
Yeah.
Were humans
So you want to
with
shoot
guns.
the guy on the left first because he sprints at you.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys, I mean, this is probably half the humans in the game. I mean,
Oh, okay.
maybe like a third. There's not a lot.
Wow. Okay, good. Because half of the demo was enemies with guns. And I was like, dude, they are way off track with what anybody likes about Dead Space. Because Army of 3 comes out in a couple weeks, and that's a third-person action shooter from EA. And I don't want just more of that. I want fucking necromorphs and scary shit.
And shooting limbs.
And shooting limbs and throwing limbs back at them to stab them against the wall.
And popping zits.
I haven't popped any zits yet in this game.
Well, they're coming.
Tasty. Delicious. All right, game on.
Game on.